is just so rewarding. Like, just that deadpan stare of, like, that wasn't funny. You have a math joke? What's that? Right? It's all, well, hopefully the corner's 90 degrees. Otherwise, whoever built your whatever. All right, so 128 is on your paper. And if you grab highlighters, and my advice would be 2 different highlighters for the 2 different that feels important. Who can tell me the first that feels important? Gabe? Hey, we're going to do 128 before we check your homework, because this is like review from yesterday. So, like, if you have 532 out, good, we're going to check that. But we're doing this. We're doing this problem. Gravity works. Hey, if your group doesn't have a bin with highlighters, get it. All right, and now everyone recenter. We've dropped things, we've had noise, we're not in choir. What's the first that feels important, Gabe?
I'm having 1 mini box.
Yeah, May. I think that's May, actually. May has 1 mini box of Cocoa Blasters. Ooh. And Warren gave her 3 more pieces. I think all of that should be highlighted together. So if you have not highlighted that yet, what a dangerous place to leave a computer. Whose computer it is. You should probably highlight that. What's the next that feels important? Christian? Samara. Samara
has 2 mini boxes and gave 6 pieces to Will.
Has 2 mini boxes and gave 6 to Will. So Samara has 2. Ooh, there's another that feels important. I don't know if I should like change colors, keep it the same color. Hey guys, if you're playing tic-tac-toe or anything else, you're going to ruin this, and we're not going to keep putting paper on the desks. This paper's here for you to work on your academics. Yeah, it's funny how quickly I can tell exactly what you're doing. We're doing a math problem right now. We're not playing tic-tac-toe. We're not drawing your favorite picture. We're in class. If you can't handle that, we can figure out how to better handle that. Like, I can assign your seats again. We could sit independently. I can get individual desks in here. Come on. I'm trying to give you more freedoms, and you're messing it up, like, immediately. It's super easy to tell when you're off task. You too. It's easy, yeah. I'm like trying to get, because Mr. Hall doesn't do that. So in the next couple months, we got to get over the fact of like easy being this whole big, bad, whatever. We got to get over that. Because at this point, you probably are starting to feel like what we're doing is maybe easy at this point because you've learned a lot. So, Alex, you want to hit me with the third? That feels important. Already past that part.
Have the same number of Choco Blasters.
There we go. It would have helped if you were with us the whole time, right? Now, Maya and Samara have the same number of Cocoa Blasters. So when we go to set up our 5D process, how many people, like how many columns do we need in that first section? Hold up how many columns you think we'll need in that first section of like of people that we're talking about, things that we're talking about. 2. Because we have May and Samara. Then this is the do, right? Figure out, do they have the same amount? So we have, I'm going to move this because we want to set up a 5D. So either on your graph paper or you can use this paper, set up a 5D table. We're going to have May and Samara. June, is this you? Yeah, I need to get this out of here. Sorry, I'm about to trip on it. Do you need it to still be charging, or you think it's full now, probably?
Probably a tad bit more.
What are those 2 columns going to be for?
Do decide.
Ooh, our first 2 columns, you were trying to give us the whole thing, Christian. Our first 2 columns are May and Samara, right? So if I set up my big table and then I section out my first two is May and Samara. Now you have it on your paper. You should still be able to see this even though it's not on the screen. What's May have? Keegan's not here. Hope you're having a good trip, Keegan. Lakin, what does May have? What did they tell us?
2 mini boxes.
May's our first one. May has
She
one
has
mini
one.
box. And what else did she do?
Oh,
And she got 3 more pieces.
And 3 more pieces.
So plus
So-
3.
Yeah, so May's got... Guys, do you want to use M for many or B for box?
B.
Probably B for box. Might be easier. So a box minus... How many did she give away?
3.
3.
Wait,
Samara... June, help me out with Samara.
No, it's plus 3.
Yeah, she didn't give it away. She
Oh, Warren gave it. Thank you. Good catch. June, what about Samara?
Let me read it. Two mini boxes of. Okay, so how much is one box?
We don't know.
Okay, well, 2B minus 6.
Ooh, 2B minus 6. Crap. Okay, we have B plus 3. 2B minus 6. Crap. June just asked the really good question that we need to ask. What's B? We might need to actually put a third. Who thinks we should put like a guess for B? Like what we're guessing for B. Right? Like I think that would help us. So guys, if you didn't leave a spot for B because somebody told you there were only going to be 2 spots, hey, guess what? We didn't know yet. Donovan, you want to help me out? What? Did you say A or 8? 8, like 8 for B? Try 8 for B. All right, so Donovan says try. I'm gonna go 6 first though, because I have a feeling you know that 8's right. Do you think 8's right? Heck yeah. All right. So I'll get to your 8. I believe you, but I want to practice the 5D process, right? Of like getting it wrong. So Donovan, I'm glad you got the answer. We're gonna go to 8, but I want to get it wrong first.
What do we need to
I
get?
know. Like, wait, the math teacher wants to get it wrong.
What do we
If
need to
we
get?
tried 6.
Wait, why is this?
If we tried 6 per box, 6 plus 3 would be 9. 2 times 6, 12 minus 6. Ooh. So what's our do? What do we need to make happen? What's the last thing they tell us?
Add them. Do the math.
Is it add them?
Oh.
May and Samara have the same.
Compare.
So we need M to be equal. We need May and Samara to be equal. Are they equal to each other? Ah, crap. So Donovan said try 8. So if I do 8 plus 3, what's that? 11. 2 times 8 plus 3, or sorry, not, my bad. Caught myself though. This is minus 6. Yeah, be careful. Always check up to the top of your column. So 16. Wait, 16 minus 6. Ooh, crap. We're off by 1.
8.5 or better, 8.2.
Do you think we could have a partial amount? Wait, what even are these cookies? Yeah, Cocoa Blaster cookies. Some candy.
How could you
Choco, cocoa.
How could you have part of a?
So wait, 8 didn't work. Somebody try 9. Somebody try 7.
I tried 7.
You tried what?
7.
Did it work or
No.
7 didn't work? Let's try 9 then. If you tried 7 and it didn't work, let's try 9. 9 plus 3. That's 12, right? 2 times 9.
It's gonna be 18.
Ooh, 18 minus 6. Ah. Scooch over, man. You got this whole table. You have to move over. That's what we can shift your paper. But you can't be complaining that I'm in your way the whole time. So wait, is M equal to S now? Is May equal to Samara? Yeah. So now we got it. So wait, what's that tell us? How many are in each box?
9 pieces. Wait. 12.
9. Guys, we said the B was our box, right? And then we started guessing what B was. B was our box, right? So do we remember how to deal with the 5B process? And this one was different. This one, a couple of you tried to say add them up in the do column. It wasn't add them up. It was compare. Does 9 equal 6? Like, no. Does 11 equal 10? No. And it was a little tough to tell, do I take my guess up or guess down? So this is when teams, you could say, hey, you try 7, I'll try 9. Right? You can both try different stuff at different times. All right, you think you're, well, we should check homework. Then I wonder if you think you're ready for another one, though. All right, so 5, 3, 2. Put your pencil down, pick your highlighter up.
I'm a professional.
Put your pencil down, pick your highlighter up. Guys, if you struggled with creating this probability table, it's in your math notes. Like, legit, there was a spinner, there were 2 spinners. It was like blue-green and like blue-green-yellow or something like that. This was in your math notes. You're not doing your homework right now. We're checking your homework right now. So put your pencil down. You can highlight important stuff right now, but you cannot do your homework right now. You have AO and extensions to do that. All right, moving on. So our probability of spin 1 matching spin 2. Hey guys, if you're just copying my answer key, guess what? I didn't get to the answer on this one. I did not get to the answer. And I'm not going to tell you the answer. You still need to answer what's the probability of spin 1 and spin 2 matching. Now my answer key is color coded that you can see it pretty easily. But all right, moving to the back. I had a few people come and ask me about this one. We're increasing the price by 20%. So we first have to figure out what 20% is. And this isn't like the 100% model we've been used to, but it is one that we can definitely use. It's kind of like those like thermometers that people use to calculate like how close are we to our goal. Only a highlighter right now. Only a highlighter. We're not doing our homework right now. That's okay. That's why I'm saying only a highlighter. So 20% is actually $1.50. We add that on. New price is 9. Questions? Christian.
Is it okay if I use the side thing for my, like the bar, I use that.
Did you like add another 20? Like, I mean, so did I, kind of, right? If 100% was $7.50, 20% is, well, 10% is 75 cents, 20% is $1.50. Like, yeah, that's why that's there, is so you can use it if you want it. We're checking this. I'm checking the homework. Okay, so you got this one. We just checked that. You didn't do C though, so we'll need to come back and do C later. No pencil right now. My directions were highlighter on. Order of operations. Addie? Yeah. Fractions are better. That's definitely okay. It's not even just okay. It's better, in my opinion.
Excuse this interruption.
All right.
I have Grace moving to the office.
Guys,
Grace
and
moving
helping
to
some
the
people
office.
with
Thank
this,
you.
I realized that we haven't done this in a minute. Like, and by a minute, I mean like weeks. So, the filled in, the grayed in tiles, are those positive or negative? These are positive. These take up space. So those grayed in tiles, I want to unclick. Once I click it, like, well, there we go. Now I'm unclicked. These filled in tiles are the positives. The empty tiles are missing. They're lacking any filled inness, so they're negative. right? We talked about negative space. My shirt doesn't have an image on it today, but negative space, like Nate, stand up for me. Sorry to use you as the example. So Nate's Under Armour shirt is utilizing the negative space in between, and it's utilizing negative space right here. Thank you for being my model today. So, positive, negative cancels. Positive, negative cancels. Positive, negative cancels. We get left with a negative x and a negative 1. Remember, x squareds and x's do not go together. I mean, they can hang out together, but they can't combine. And down here, guys, you should definitely expect stuff like this to be on like the next mastery, because we've been doing stuff like this for a while. You should be labeling every part of the structure to make sure you don't miss anything. Right? What is x? What is 1? What is x minus 1? What is x minus 2? Questions? Sweet, we can put this away and head on back to the lesson. I don't know what I said. Words are hard. Hey, to show this again, we will not be checking 533 tomorrow. 533 is due. We are not going over it together. That's going to be a only you responsibility. Get it done or don't. Do you care or not? Like, we have this homework competition going. Guys, I even forgot, and one of the Accelerated 7 kids was honest with me, and they were like, hey, you forgot about 922. And I was like, no, I didn't. I did. Like, at first I tried to argue with them because I always think I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. I don't always think I know what I'm doing. So they have 4 homeworks due. You only have 3. They have 4. You have a better shot. So all I'm saying is, like, I'm rooting for you guys. I root for the underdog always. I mean, you're behind by a week. What would you call yourselves? All right. So, hey, this one is also on your practice page. Yo, this one is also on the front of tonight's practice page. It's this table. So put your eyes on this practice page. Maybe miss. Put your eyes on your practice page. Izzy's team is using a 5D table to solve a problem with consecutive integers. Hey guys, if you're doodling, it's super obvious and it just hurts my feelings. We're doing a new problem. If you're highlighting, that's fine, but if you're doodling on the paper, I can tell. I'm like, I want to give you time to do that, but I keep making me stop. I'm starting to regret this decision. We might not be able to keep doing this. It's up to you guys. Izzy's team is doing problems with consecutive integers. Anyone know what it means to be consecutive?
It was probably in our notes.
One right after the other. So like 3, 4, 5, consecutive. 3, 6, 9, not consecutive. Right? 1, 2, 3, consecutive. 1, 10, 20, not consecutive, and I don't even know what that pattern is. Right? Consecutive is right after each other. So go ahead and look at this table that they have here. Turn to your partner and discuss what's their goal. What are they trying to make happen? And then see if you can make it happen with only one more guess. You're going to have to analyze their table to figure out what their goal actually is. So chat with your partner, see if you can figure it out in one more guess. And if you don't get it in that guess, try again. Did you find the goal? Yeah, there's their goal. Oh, this is still. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I already hear you. No, you're good. You're fine. I always assume that you're doing something positive. I'm just always curious. I'm a curious person. All right, you don't have a teammate, Raphael, so I'm happy to be your teammate if you want. You found the goal yet? From the
It's too.
well, so
I
let's
always
use
too
something.
hard with me.
So put this in place. It's actually like what we're focusing on. Let's look at their table. So we've got
Separate
define,
these
so
two
we're
tables
talking 3
and
numbers.
together.
Do, add all numbers together. What's their sum? What's their target? 57. So they got 48, that was too small. They got 73, that was too big. So their first guesses were 57 57 is somewhere between I'll go away now unless you think, because you're pretty good at this. You've shown me that you're pretty good. Oh, Lakin isn't a partner either. Maybe I should have you and Roth partner up. Now, why did you try 17 first?
Because it looks like it's a middle.
Like, yeah, there is 17 and a half would be the direct middle, right? One thing you could have done is said,
That'd be like a good thing.
right. One thing you could have looked at is 63 closer to 57 or is 48 closer to 57? And that's actually why we ended up with 18. Because this guess, the guess of 20, was closer, right? That's one way we could have chosen 17 versus 18. Is which guess had gotten us closer. So close. There's an old saying, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So a lot of us, well, I think all of us got to the point of our target is 57, right? And what they're doing is add all the numbers together. We're trying to do a sum. So, Lakin, what was your first try? And can you, hey, we're coming back together now. What was your first try
It was 17.
and why?
It's like in the middle.
Yeah, so we know our guess, too small, too big. We're looking for Goldilocks, right? Or the soup that's just right, the bed that's just right. So we're saying somewhere in the middle, and we try 17. What's the next consecutive number? 18. The next? 19. So we add them all up. And that one adds up to 50. Oh, still too low. So, what do you guys want me to try?
18.
Oh, okay.
I did that.
What's the next one? 19. And the next one? Oh, it's like we're just counting.
It's correct. It's
And we did
correct.
18, 19, and 20. And that's 57. We got it.
No, wait, I got it. I tried.
Only Raphael got it. You can't take all of the credit for all of our work. All right. This is not on your notes page. We're done with your homework page. You can put it away or put it under your graph paper or whatever. But like, we shouldn't be trying to sneakily work on our homework. That's on your time. Or if I can finish the lesson, then I'll give you time. But I got stuff I gotta do, guys. Yeah. What's that? Well, my day is still going. It just barely started. I had a banana this morning. That's pretty good.
Bananas were
Got
nasty.
some- Whoa.
No.
Okay, your opinion is your opinion. It's okay. It's okay. We're all allowed to be wrong.
Bananas are awesome.
You know, you can say bananas are gross to me or my, but to just state it like it's a fact, it's a little dangerous.
I have a personal vendetta against bananas.
All right. Now that no one's secretly trying to do our homework, let's check out this problem. Anyone want to read for me so you don't have to listen to me? Alex, you want to read?
Alan's team was working on a problem, but they did not have time to finish. They also did not follow the teacher's directions
What?
regarding the work and the
How dare they?
defined section. Discuss with your team what information you can get from Alan's table below.
All right, so check this out. Turn to your neighbors, see if you can figure out what they're trying to do. Go ahead and see if you can do it. Right? So it's like dive into it, see what you think. Like this is, you walk up to somebody's halfway. Maybe like you walked into class and you looked at this like desk paper and you're like, oh, the team before me got halfway done with the problem. I'm gonna jump on their work. Right? There's a halfway done 5D process on your table. You decide to try to finish it. Go for it. By the way, at the end of class, we will flip these pieces of paper over so 1B cannot just piggyback off your work. So what's their goal up here? Getting 36 scores of perimeter. Remember, there's perimeter, there's area, and there's also perimeter of 36.
It just starts hurting out of nowhere.
It's always 8.
Are we okay, Lily?
It's 9.
Incline is like something is angled.
Yeah, it is both.
English is a weird language.
Oh wait, that's 4.
I'm pretty sure it's concerned for you too.
If you weren't piggybacking off,
Yo, I found it.
we could find out.
Still too low, I think. Let's go right.
Just have it.
10, 12. It's
So like Mr. Hudson. Oh my gosh, my ears are gonna pop. I do not want that to happen.
Trying to get a table up here, just blank.
I see what they did wrong.
14.
Ooh, you're saying they did something wrong? That's a bold assertion there.
Well, like I know the answer.
I think if we weren't piggybacking off them, I could find it out really quick.
I got it.
Okay, so
14.
No, shut up.
alright, hold on. Some people are saying like they got some issues with this table. What, like, can anyone just yell? I won't do cards. I'll just, what opinions? Like, do we know enough? They're halfway through a problem. They didn't. I don't like. Moss, what are you thinking?
So like they did the length and the width, but then the do side is like just double each side and add together. When really like with the define, I feel like you could do L and then L times 2 and then do W and then W times 2.
Okay, so Moss kind of pointed out, hey guys, when we bring it back together, like try to bring it back together because it's just a little rude to your classmates when you're talking at the same time as them. If we have a width and a length in our rectangle, we really have 2 widths and we really have 2 lengths.
You did not say you put the width is a thing, I think, on the wrong side.
Is there really a wrong side?
No.
No, because if you flip it over,
Yeah, length and width are interchangeable. It's wherever you want to put them.
I think-
But in here, you're right, the width, they're telling me, is longer than the length. So what Gabe is, he's making a good argument of it. If I'm trying to draw what they have, I should probably flip-flop my length and width. But normally in my brain, I call the length the long side. But now wait, how does the width, how are we going to figure out this question, Lily?
3 plus 1 is 4, so I just added 1 to 9.
So you're thinking so you're thinking what the relationship here is like a +6?
I also got 4.
Well, but are you sure about the? So you decide to, I don't know, go sharpen your pencil, and you glance at somebody else's table, and you see that somebody else's table has this work.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
So I'll erase some. Crap. I need to make you front. Order. Front. There we go.
Amazing.
So you compare. You're like, all right, they got. Oh, their width column has a bit more information than the width column. So right here, they just went from 3 to 9, and I didn't know how. Down here, can we see what they did with the length to get to the width?
Yep.
What did they do? Like, how did they get to the width? Can anyone volunteer to tell me how they got the width? Gabe?
Okay, they did 2 times 3 plus 3.
So, guys, above our width column, this is what they didn't follow directions on. How the heck did we get the width? Gabe just told us. They did 2 times the length plus 3. So now that you know this, go back to what you tried and see if that actually holds up and works. Because if well, let's test this. If my length is 4, what's 2 times 4? Plus 3 more? This would need to be 11. So if you used 4 and 10, that's not true. Because now we see they're doubling the length, adding 3. So what you need to do, double the length, add 3. Go ahead and try this for like 1 more minute. If you don't get it, it's totally fine. Go ahead and try this for like 1. They're doubling the length, adding 3. That's how they're getting the width.
got it extra wrong.
Now, we probably all got it extra wrong because we didn't know enough. They didn't give us enough info. So you guys keep saying 8 is the answer, like always. I don't know if 8 is just great. So if we try 8 for the length, and then we go to get the width, and we do 2 times 8, then plus 3. Careful. 2 times 8 was 16 plus 3, 19. So we have 8 and 19. Well, 8, 19, 8, 19. We have 8 twice and 19 twice. That might be a little too big. To get the 36. 4. So we got 4 up there actually. So if we had 4 and 11, well, we never tested 4. Right, 4 and 11. So if we go to test that, we've got 2 4s. Right, we've got 4, 11, 4, 11, 4, 11, 4, 11. Got like what? That's not what. So 2 times 6 was. Wait, so 6 and wait, how'd you get this 12? Wow, well, then it doesn't work. This only worked when we were doing this wrong. Right, that's the issue. Hey guys, let's wrap this up. Hey, if you're frustrated, that's on purpose. If you're frustrated, that's on purpose. And Lily was just telling me, hey, I got it, but back before we knew this, I was like, well, then you didn't get it. And I think she was kind of like, oh, great. I'm like, what? This was like, that's like a cheap shot, right? When somebody's like, do this, and you do it, and then like, oh, but you did it wrong. Like, what? So here's the deal. Where this all wraps up and what we're going to do tomorrow. This whole thing would be way easier if we stopped using numbers. Yeah. If you look over there, somebody at some point apparently quoted me that numbers don't matter, and I don't remember saying that. But guys, sometimes, and sure, you can quote me on this, sometimes we need to stop using numbers. And if we're not going to use a number, what might we use instead? A variable. So guys, if we, hold up, stick with me. I only got a couple minutes to wrap this up. If we want to use a variable, hey guys, I'm going to ask you to actually draw one more thing. I got a couple minutes left. I don't know why some of us are packed up. On your paper, and I would draw this on paper that you can keep. So maybe your graph paper. Let's draw a rectangle. I'm not asking too much.
I don't know why I'm tired.
The one edge of the rectangle we will call X. And the other side of it will also be X. The other side, so this is like our width, right? According to the problem, no, sorry, this was our length according to the problem above. The width, they tell us, do I need to individually invite you? The width, they told us, is double the length and add 3. So the bottom will also be double what the length was and add 3. Can I find the perimeter of this rectangle? Kind of. Guys, stick with me.
Wait,
Stick with me. Nope.
you didn't put a.
Chill. Go ahead. What?
I thought you doing some multiplication.
You don't need to. That's one of the things I'm trying to show. This is the same as this. 2x is the same as 2 times x. Hey man, can you chill? Just on all 4 feet. You're like really good at this, and I bet you don't need me to explain it, but other people probably do. So the perimeter here, guys, a lot of us are still doing this wrong. So if I was you, I would listen. Give me one more minute. If I go for a walk, I can go x, then I turn the corner, 2x plus 3. I turn the corner, another x. I turn the corner, 2x plus 3. In total, if this is 1x, right, every just x is 1x, how many total x's do I have? 1, 2 more, another 1, and another 2. 6 x's plus, how many constant do I have? 3 and another 3, so 6, and what does this need to equal? 36, right? Tomorrow we will practice how we can go from here, and instead of guessing, which is frustrating and kind of a waste of time, we can solve it. One try. One try, we'll be done. So get out of here for today, but tomorrow we're picking up right here. We're picking up right here tomorrow. Have a great day. Great like 8, you know. Great. It's 5.